Hey guys, Andy Kennedy here from Shambhala on this beautiful Saturday day. I cannot believe it's almost September, and I am tuning in from this little nook that we have in the woods. It's my little fairy garden here, right next to the yurts. And I've got a little guest coming. No, Miss Stella's going to join us. We've got some goats maybe you can see in the background. Hello, Angel. Come here. Come say hi to everybody. Say hi. I'm Stella. I want to talk to you guys today about flow versus the scroll hole. And this has kind of been on my heart since my digital detox. And I am also in the last week here of promoting my class, Manifesting with Synchronicity, which has been around for a long time, 12 years. Oops, slow connection. There we go. That's the benefits of living up here, right? But anyway, this class has been around for 12 years, and I want to talk a little bit about flow. I want to talk about, tell you a little quick story, talk about one of my blog posts recently in this live. We'll be quick, but also I'm going to do a little teaching about 3 shifts: following synchronicity, expecting mystical experiences, and following luminosity. And then I'm going to do a quick little practice, like a 2-minute practice with you today. So if you can stick around, awesome. Hi, Mombasa. I see you there with us. Thank you for watching. And everybody else that's watching either after the fact or now. But yeah, really excited to kind of go over some of this stuff with you guys today. So I want to talk about something that I know we all feel, right? How easy it is to get hooked by the feed, by the scroll, the spiral, or even, it doesn't even have to be technology, right? It could be something else that hooks you. Someone else's emotions, something that's happened that's disrupted your day. We've had a week like that here with a lot of disruptions, and I thought this live would be a good one to kind of talk about and talk about the solutions, but also my course and how that can help. But really it's about shifting into flow. And what does flow mean? So if you've ever felt like your day kind of has disappeared in reaction mode, whether that's just, stuck in the scroll hole, like I said, or reacting to the day, some of these tips will be good for you. So really, recently I wrote a blog post about kill your television. And I don't know if any of you remember that, but that phrase was pretty popular back in the 90s. I didn't have a television for almost 15 years. And honestly, I didn't miss it. But now, of course, we're addicted. We're all binging and watching TV, and we have screens in every room. And that's what that post was all about. So if you don't know that I've got a blog where I post some things like that, I'll put the link in here below and you can go check it out. But you can also just go to Andy Kennedy Co. That's Andy, A-N-D-Y, Kennedy, C-O.com, and click on blog, and you'll see the Kill Your Television post. But, I catch myself, too, stuck in the spiral. I did that digital detox, and now I'm even more aware when I'm in the spiral, and sometimes it feels like you can't get out. And that's what the endless feed has created for us, right? It used to be you'd scroll to the bottom of a Google search, and it would say, do you want the next page? And now the scroll is endless, and that endless scroll is like a slot machine. It's hitting our nervous system, it's pinging our dopamine, and we get stuck in that scroll hole, right? So, and what's in the scroll hole? Sometimes comparison, or confusion, or disruption, or the news that can disrupt us, and our bodies, our souls, our minds, our spirit, good high spirit selves don't feed on that. They feed on this beautiful green and blue world that we live in. That's what our cells feed on. They feed on nature. We feed on nature, on our connection with nature, and within that, our connection to synchronicity. I can't help it. This little fur ball right here. She's so cute. Okay, so the teaching that I'm going to do today is about the spiral versus flow. So the spiral is stuck in consumption mode, comparison mode, and anxiety. And I know we all get there, right? Here, we've really tried to get away from that problem, if there's a problem, to then just purchase the solution instead of trying to really focus on what that solution might be for us. And if maybe that's fixing something, repairing something, or reusing and recycling something, right? So that's consumption. Comparison, oh, that's so tough, right? We can really only compare ourselves to ourselves yesterday. And are we better than ourselves yesterday? And then what does that all create? It can create anxiety. It can create paralysis, paralysis by analysis, right? Not moving forward and clearing out the energy, clearing out the things that hook us and keep us stuck. And so flow is aligned with synchronicity. And those synchronous moments, those things that seem like coincidence, which aren't, they're little nudges from spirit, showing us the where to go, showing us the solutions, giving us our genius and our insights, and really paying attention to those signs is what following synchronicity is all about. It's trusting our inner technology versus the outer technology. We have that inner technology. We have that beautiful inside barometer for intuition and guidance that we don't remember how to use. And so noticing those nudges instead of the noise and paying attention to those little signs that the universe drops to us, right? How'd you hear that? Here they start coming down the hill, our little goaties. They followed me down. So expecting mystical experiences. These are our 3 shifts: following synchronicity, expecting mystical experiences, and then also following luminosity. So mystical experiences could be just watching the sunset, or it could be having an aha moment, a breakthrough, a beautiful moment with yourself and spirit. And when you look for magic, you'll find magic. When you look for pain, you'll find pain. So really training your mind and your intuition to focus on the positive, focus on the healthy, and focus on, the magic, the joy in life, and the color. And then that leads us to luminosity. So luminosity is when you're looking in the forest and you see the highlights, right? Like where the sun trickles through, and where those point to us, what messages point to us, right? So the practice would be to close your eyes and put your hand on your heart. Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. And then ask yourself internally, what do I want? What's the message? Or what will I allow? And this takes less than a minute. You can feel that spiral, like exhale, that energy exhale. For me, it feels like wind exhaling from my body. It feels like energy exhaling from my body. And if your brain starts to kick back in, treat it like the clouds, right? I always say, like, those thoughts are like clouds. You can choose to let them pass by, or you can focus on them. So whatever the brain is telling you, come back, close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, take a deep breath, and exhale. And then ask yourself, what's the message for me right now? What do I need to focus on today? And what do I want? So keep doing that. Do that a couple of times a day. Do that whenever you have a break. Take 5 minutes to do that and reset your nervous system. You can even lay on the ground while you're doing that. It's so great because Gaia is going to just take your energy right into the source of our Mother Earth and replenish it for you. So lay on the ground or sit on the ground, put your feet on the ground, and do those deep breath exercises. And then if this resonates with you, I just want to say, if it resonates with you and you're looking for a course or a group to connect with, we'll go deeper into these techniques in manifesting with synchronicity. We learn how to actually switch on our inner technology so that synchronicity isn't a random gift. It's a way of life. And that's the way of life that we're living here on Shambhala. And for this last 12 years that I've been teaching this class. So this class begins, I have a new cohort beginning on 9/9. So the doors open on September 2nd. If you want to join us, drop the word flow in the comments below and I'll send you some more details. But I'm so excited for this to start because I really feel like right now we are back to that place where we were at the beginning of COVID. That energy is waiting for us to tap into, waiting for change. This is a very revolutionary time in change and energy, and I really would love to see you in this group with us. I'm only taking 9 students, and I've got a couple of bonuses that I'm going to share. So again, drop flow in the comments, and I will send you some details because the bonuses that I'm going to announce this week are really exciting. Again, just take a moment, take a deep breath, focus on the things that I talked about, following synchronicity, expecting mystical experiences, and following luminosity. And if you're curious about what manifesting with synchronicity is all about, drop flow in the comments below. All right, guys, one more little glimpse. We've got a goat pack behind me. They followed me, like I said, down here. Hugs from the yurt castle. Those girls are eating our poison ivy right now. I'm so excited. They're against the fence here. But I just wanted to bring you this peaceful message from Shambhala today. Love you guys so much. Love you, Kathy and Lori. Thanks for watching. And anybody else that's watching after the fact. Follow some luminosity today, guys. One love.